Hello, I'm Bernie, and a very warm welcome to this chat about the full moon in Gemini that's occurring on Sunday, the 15th of December, 8:01 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I have already uploaded a chat about this, possibly 3 days ago. It feels that that was part one. As we've neared a little bit closer to the full moon, so we're just 3 days out from it, I feel the energy of this full moon has intensified. So that's what this chat is about. So full moons are about completions, closing out something, wrapping up something. It's about illumination, bringing something into the light that may have been hidden or in the dark, out of sight before. Something, whether that be in our shadow side, in our subconscious. Full moons can bring insight into what's been hidden, knowingly or unknowingly. They can be a time for clearing, cleaning out, flushing, purging, pleasant purging. And why I say pleasant purging, because I went for a walk before recording this and I was focusing in on this chat and the energy of the full moon, and the letter P kept on popping up. The letter P. So for me, this full moon has a lot of connection, association with certain P words. Meditated on this, and these are the ones that came through. Although peace came through when I was on the beach. So during and after meditation, these are the words that came through. Purpose, present, presence, power, perspective, ponder, path, purging, pleasant purging, and positive, which really relates to, I feel, the message of this full moon. Whatever's coming up for releasing, for purging, if we can ponder, to gain more perspective, more positive perspective, find the purpose, to bring peace to the present moment, which will essentially help us to feel more empowered. The word power. So there's two things to consider with this full moon. Firstly, we are in the final month of this year. So this final full moon can be a really good prompt to review the year, to ponder back on the path that you have trod, to help you gain a sense of perspective on what worked, what didn't work. Now, being that this full moon is in the sign of Gemini, this is very much around thoughts, your thoughts, communications, expressions, networks, social networks. So pondering, looking back into P, the past, of just this month, potentially. If it goes further back, all good. It's therefore you quite likely will be ready to purge what is going back further. So whatever comes up, it's going to help to clear out, to purge negative beliefs or thoughts before we step into the new year, so that whatever these thoughts are or ways of communicating, it can be ways of not speaking up, could be uncomfortability about saying no, uncomfortability about saying yes. Gemini is very much connected to the throat chakra. Speaking, communication, and thoughts. So this full moon can help to flush out any negative beliefs or thoughts before, as I said, we move into the new. But please don't stress about feeling that you might need to get it all done around the time of the full moon, because this cleansing, releasing, letting go will continue for at least 6 weeks, up until the end of January at least. That's why I've referenced pleasant purging, which did come through. So the second point to consider, so the first was this is the final month of the year and the final full moon. But the second point to consider with this full moon, that it is in the sign of Gemini. So it's very much asking us to ponder on, to set aside some time to possibly have a shift in perspective about the path that we have been on, particularly related to our thoughts, ways of communicating and expressing, as I've mentioned earlier. Maybe asking us, how can maybe we communicate or express in more of a positive or compassionate way, or even more of a confident way, even maybe a way of owning your truth, what feels right for you, without needing permission, without second guessing. As I said, owning your no, owning your yes. For some at this time, so 2-3 days before the full moon, 2-3 days after the full moon, there may be a little bit of overthinking that's felt. For some, it may be a little bit of mental overwhelm, as if I've just seen then an image of lots of birds swooping in. So birds can be thoughts, lots of birds swooping in, lots of thoughts swooping in. Many choices or thoughts to juggle. It may be that for some, there's a few challenges, not just one. It's like, well, what's my choice here? How do I manage this? And at this time of the year, it is a wrapping up time. It can be relocating or closing out a job. Quite a lot of completion, which is preparing us, another P word, preparing us, prepping us for 2025. For some, there may be pent up, P word, pent up emotions that are looking for a healthy outlet. For some, there might be the invitation to reassess how they express their emotions, how they deliver their message. So this time of pondering or reflection, which is very much a full moon, a facet of the full moon, reflection. I just had an image of looking in a pool of water with the moonlight. So looking at yourself, the reflection of yourself with the energy of this full moon can be really, really powerful, powerful P word. This can help you to see what might need releasing so that you are recalibrating, realigning to a higher thought, a higher feeling, a higher way of expressing and communicating, to a higher vibration. And this is so important for starting off the new year. This is like our new year intention can start with this full moon. How would I like my internal landscape to think and communicate in 2025? What's my new way of thinking about this, about them, about oneself? How would I like my internal landscape to feel and to be expressed in 2025? How would I like my internal landscape to reflect outwards in 2025? How would I like my internal landscape to vibrate in 2025? So that's the energy that you're emitting. This can bring a sense of renewal, almost like a sense of rebirth. Yeah, this feels right now for me. This full moon also, as all full moons can, but this full moon can bring a heightened sense of intuitive messages, intuition, gut feelings. Please honor those. So things to do around this time of the full moon. So it would be 2 to 3 days before, 2 to 3 days after. But as I said, I would continue, whatever resonates with you, I would continue to at least late January. So things to do. Be self-aware of the way you communicate with others and yourself. This includes face-to-face, online, um, SMSing, emails, social media, in groups, when you're out and about. So be self-aware of your communications and your thoughts, your interactions and intentions, because your intentions are also messages that you're emitting out. Your intentions carry an energetic vibration that is emitting outwards. What are you emitting outwards? Be the observer of yourself during this time. Be the observer so that you can gain a new perspective as you gaze into your reflection in the pool, pool of water, metaphorically, at the time of the full moon. For some, you might like to take a long bath, wade through water, float on water, sit under moonlight, journal, write, be creative, by water under moonlight. Intentionally seek connection with yourself. This is so important because this is one of the intentions that would be really beneficial for 2025, to intentionally connect with yourself, to find more purpose, peace within, to be able to be present with yourself and feel at peace on your path. Some journal prompts for you might be, what have I learned about myself this past year? What has worked for me? What has not worked for me, and why? Particularly with communication, expression, interaction with others, and yourself with your thoughts. What patterns or beliefs am I ready to release? It may be releasing giving so much attention to can be negativity. Or things won't change. Maybe it's shifting more into positivity, so raising your vibration. What can I do to cultivate more peace and purpose for myself in 2025? What do I need to cultivate more in 2025 that will bring more peace and purpose to my life? How can I live in more in alignment with my true self? I saw an image of a small boat. It was a small rowboat, and it was gently bobbing on the ocean. So this is a visualization that I had. The rowboat was bobbing to the ebb and flow of the water. Sometimes it was swaying a little bit more side to side. There was a sense of unsteadiness, almost like the boat was feeling unanchored as it bobbed in the waves. Now, this can be feeling unanchored emotionally, and that may resonate with you. If it doesn't, please leave it. But potentially what I've discussed, what I've offered, what I've presented, what I've suggested can help to bring more emotional balance, can help to bring more of a sense of you feeling anchored with whatever you're going through now or what might be coming in for the rest of December and into January. There might be one tool that you choose to use that will help to anchor you moving through 2025. Now, very much so for me, it is present moment, mindfulness, it's breath, accessible every moment to us. So it may be a new year intention that's confirmed at the time of the full moon that you may or that you will be purposeful with mindfulness through 2025 that will help to anchor you emotionally. This purging that I spoke of, yes, can be related to feelings because feelings, of course, are attached to your thoughts. Your thoughts have an emotion which have energy, so can very much be about purging certain feelings to help close out the year so that you don't feel maybe so either overwhelmed, unsupported, or not as peaceful, or maybe or as compassionate for yourself, not as loving for yourself if you continue to hold these emotions in. For some, it may be also releasing could be anxiety around uncertainty, unexpected change, can be around expectations. And this is the beauty of what I do. This is the beauty of what you do, you can do, and you're listening to this now. So this is the beauty of what you can do, what you are doing. I pulled a card, and it's the peace card. The peace card, the peace card. Out of probably 44 cards, the peace card came through. Beautiful way of closing out this short chat. Peace, 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 peace. It's from the Gaia Oracle deck. The words at the bottom of the card: dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts, of course, which then will help to bring us peace. So I suggest to even take some notes you might already about what I've mentioned, or just insights that come through for you quite organically as you maybe take a walk, or you sit in meditation or mindfulness. How can you bring peace into your now? And for me, it is through pleasant purging. How can you bring peace into your now? It can be shifting your perspective to allow, to go with the flow as well, to let things be, accept what is, and bring the focus, the most important focus, back to you first. Bring yourself into a state of more peace, more love, more compassion. So then that radiates outwards, not just for yourself, but for others next year. Thank you. And I will upload a full moon meditation as well for this. But wonderful, just closing, wonderful card that came through. Peace. 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 How can I bring peace within at the time of this full moon, so that I have more peace within and within my relationships, within my community, my interactions in 2025? Thank you. Sending you peace, sending you much peace. And isn't it needed at this time? Peace, peace, peace. Always is needed, but very much so at this time. Sending you peace. Bye.